Hey guys, how are we all doing today? Welcome to another stream. Hopefully there's no more audio and camera issues. I've got it all sorted. I've got the camera now permanently up to a dummy battery, so it's never going to run out of battery. And I think all the audio issues have now been sorted because apparently the audio was dummy running through all my equipment, that even though they were shut off. But let's get into it. So today we're going to be painting up a beast of Nurgle. If the camera starts focusing, come on. So we're going to be starting with doing a whole bunch of just airbrushing. So to start with, I'm going to just get a box so I don't airbrush all my equipment. Voila! Sorry about the box. And essentially, we're just going to be starting with a Death World Forest, and then go up to a Death Guard Green, and then after that, we're going to hit it with some Nurgling Green, and then I'm going to do a mix of this with a bit of Off-White, and just do the volumetrics with the airbrush. So let's get our airbrushing. So you're gonna have to look at my actual camera on me here. So we're gonna get Death World Forest. Let's get an old brush. Plump some in there. Then we're just gonna get some airbrush thinner, thin this down quite a bit. Give that a mix. Just so you get a nice, if I can show it here, just so you get a nice sort of milky consistency. Alright, now let's airbrush just to... Just gonna move my mic this out of the way, sorry guys. Coming up nice. With airbrushing, it is a real, sort of simple tool, but you just want to take your time with it and get just a real nice coat. You don't want to overdo it because you can't really take it back, if that makes any sense. Now, because this is going to be our darkest color, I'm really trying to get all under all the, where I want all the shadows. I'm not really mattering too much with all the head tentacles. I'm just sort of going to leave them because they're going to be done later. There we go. This is sort of a nice all-around coat. Now that that's done, we're going to now go to our mid-ish range tone. It's going to be Death Guard green. So I'm just going to clean out this airbrush, and then we're going to fill this back up and keep going. Now, if anyone doesn't have a squeegee body just to shoot into the airbrush, I don't know what you're doing. I would fully recommend it. Alright, now that we've cleaned it out, we get our Death Guard green. And fill her up. And then our thinner. Let's get it a nice thin consistency, and let's go. Now for this, we really now want to just got to start getting the raised edges. There we go. We're just going to keep building it up, so. Apologies if you hear my compressor go off in the background. They're not the quietest things in the world. There we go. Now we've got the Death Guard green over it. We're now going to hit it with Nurgle green. So just clean out the airbrush. Alright, now let's get Nurgle green. Give it a nice shake. And now with this color, this is when we're really going to start with not trying to get any of the underbelly or things like that. This is really starting to build up the highlights. Sorry, add a bit more paint. There we go. So I've got a little box here I'm airbrushing into. It doesn't make it the absolute easiest thing, just to stop all this going onto my computer and stuff like that. I'm just giving it some air to dry the previous spray just before we put this down. Now, as you can see, there is a real nice sort of contrast between this and the Death Guard green. So I'm just following that ridge there. I now like sort of start finding these highest areas. Sort of like that. Get this arm. And now I want to get the top recessed part of the top ridges of the face. Should leave us with sort of a nice ugly looking mug right there. Got the folds there, yeah. Yeah, this is only a model Grandpa Nurgle glove. Now I'm only just sort of getting the tentacles on the head because I'm gonna go in like with a brush, but it's just gonna make putting my first color down, just to be an off-white, a little bit more easier. Alright, now I'm just gonna go in for my final highlight, which I'm still gonna be using what I have in this cup. I'm just gonna be adding a little bit of Vallejo's off-white. One second, it just feels a bit clogged. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna tiny drop of thinner just because we added more paint. There we go. I just want a little bit more lighter color, and this will be our final sort of volumetric we're going to be doing with the airbrush. Go. What? Whoops. I'm just getting the edge of the top of the head tentacles. There we go. And now I'm going to empty this out, and I'm actually just going to go with that off-white on the tips of those head tentacles, just so I actually might not need to go in manually with a brush and do it. So just to save myself some time. Just cleaning it up. There we go. Now we're just going to go straight off white. we go. Awesome. Love that. Alright, let's just clean this for the last time and I'll put this away. Also, now I can take this glove off. Put that box away. Oh, there we go. Now we can actually start manually laying some paint down on this guy. Alright, so now that we've gotten all our sort of blends and volumetrics done, we're actually going to go in with a contrast paint here. And we're going to be using Plague Bearer's flesh. This is actually going to give us a lot of the green back, I should say. So let's get us a nice big brush. Now, I'm not going to be getting the hair, or I should say the tentacles coming out of his head. We're just going to get this all over the body. Now you don't really need to use this like a traditional contrast paint. You don't need it pooling in any of the areas because we've already built up all those highlights with that airbrush. So I'm just using it to sort of tint all the flesh a real gross green. And you really don't want to leave any pooling on this. We're just sort of dragging and tinting as we're going. So bits like there's a bit of excess. We want to pick it up with our brush. Just being really careful not getting any of that, the tentacly hair. Now, with contrast paints or anything like that, you do sort of want to work quick. I know some like the army painter ones and things like that, you can sort of rehydrate them, or at least you could. But these you really want to just work a section and keep going, because you can sort of, it can sort of dry and leave like a scuff mark when you go back to it. So, but then once again, I'm not really using this as a sort of actual contrast paint. I'm just using it to tint the what we did there with all the airbrush. Because I've sort of essentially already done the contrast with the airbrush method we just did. This I'm really just tinting. Now, also, this is just a battle-ready commission. It's not going to be super crazy or anything like that, but it's still going to be painted to a decent standard. Just making sure I haven't done any excess pooling anywhere or anything like that. There we go. Sweet. All right. Now that we've done sort of all the volumetrics and then we've toned it back to a real gross looking sort of very Nurgle green. What I'm gonna do next is any sort of pus balls or spines or any of the lips and everything, I'm going to go in with Off-White by Vallejo and just block that all in before we're going to go in with our enamel paint. So I'm just going to be getting Off-White, whoop, there, whoop, yeah, and putting some down on my wet palette. Brush. And now for this one here, I'm not using any expensive brushes at all. I'm actually using a Citadel actually at the moment. Not using any, Klinsky Stables or anything like that. And essentially I'm just going to be going around any like sort of these pus balls and the teeth, his lips, and I'm going to be painting them with this Off-White. Just getting myself a reference photo up, 1 second. Okay. Ugh. All right, cool. I'm just having a look to see how I'm going to be doing this. I think I'm going to be doing, yeah, very similar to, because I've done an order for this guy before of Nurgling stuff. I just wanted to remember the sort of color palette I did. Now this might seem to be a steep sort of break in contrast, but I'm actually going to be hitting these with enamels, and then I'm actually going to go over it with contrast paint, and then that's going to really break it all up. So we're just going to be blocking out all the guts and viscera. We're going to be using this off-white before we go in with any streaking armor enamels. Just because then after we do that step, we're going to hit them with actual contrast paint. And you're going to already have the lights and darks done. And I think it looks real sort of... It's a good technique. Especially because I'm only painting this to a battle ready standard, so all the time I save is money, essentially. Then we got this bit here. Don't have to be the super neatest here, because this is all going to get flooded in enamels, so... these things as well. Alright, let's get all this gooey mouth stuff. Ooh. Sometimes it doesn't even feel nice painting this gross stuff. So this may look obviously weird right now. But you're gonna have to trust me. I'm not worrying too much about the teeth because they're actually going to be black. So I don't really need to do them. But I do need to do what's inside it, if that makes sense. So just going to... Paint them all white, trust me. Alrighty. There we go. I know that looks quite disgusting now, but it'll look good, trust me. Alright. Go in there. There we go.
going all these little cuts and stuff. Let's get it nice and. There we go. Awesome. What else we got? You got some more here. There we go. All right, now let's do the lips on the face. Yeah, big gross white smile. I know this looks pretty disgusting right now, but it's gonna look okay, trust me. Now we just get a bit more in there. There we go. Oh, yeah, we got these 3 here. Go. Now all the horns, nails, and teeth I actually do black, so they're not going to matter too much right now. There's a few more bubbles on his side of his face. Ugh, don't like saying that. Sweet. Awesome. So let's look for where is my Strikengram. Here we go. Alright, let's slowly start applying this. This can get messy. Maybe wear gloves. I'm not going to bother because I'm lazy. I was gonna literally paint the whole model. But you do want to be still pretty clean because I don't really want to have to wait forever for this stuff to dry. It dries quicker than washes, but like I don't really want excessive pooling, and it's a bit of a waste of the product as well because it's not expensive, but it's not cheap. So I really only need to get it in the recesses really because I'm going to be cleaning it off. So a little does go a long way. Now, obviously, you want to get it inside the mouth, but I don't want it pooling too much. Because as I said, I want it to dry relatively quickly. Because obviously, I am on stream right now, and I don't want to spend here 15 minutes doing nothing. So yeah, thanks. Just getting it all over. You could airbrush this stuff on, but it's really sort of smelly, so. Which makes sense, I'm painting a beast of Nurgle, so. If any of you are never used enamels or oils or anything like that before, don't be scared. They're actually fantastic. Especially if you're just going to start by just using this to essentially flood it and then wipe it all off. Like, some people don't like it, some people do. It's, you know, it's all a matter of, you know, what is it? You know, individual people all like different things. What's it called? Taste, flavor, I don't know. Opinion, yeah. It's a matter of opinion. Now, whatever you do, do not, now, I repeat, do not ever clean an enamel brush in water or with oils. No, you need thinners. I'm going to be using white spirits. So if you just see, I'm just using Digger's white spirits because I'm in Australia, so that's what we have a Bunnings. If you're in another country, ooh, oh, that's thinners. I'm just doing a little bit. Just to clean this brush. Ooh. Smells great. I know some people hate the smell, some people love the smell. I don't know. I love it, but like some people hate the smell of petrol and things like that. Well, I absolutely love it. Right, let's have a sip of water, so guys. pouring a little bit more on the glass because I'm going to be using that with the old Q-tip dipped in, and I'm going to clean all this off when this dries. So let's have I love it. You couldn't even really tell all the work we've done so far, but he's drying. It surprisingly dries pretty quickly. Like if you see like where I sort of started, it does have a sheen to it, but it's almost dry. Like if I touch it, it's still there. So I guess I could start just for streaming sake, cleaning off where we began. Just get a little bit of the white spirits, not flood it, you want to sort of clean it off. And then now we're going to be able to see, essentially, when we go over this, our lovely work we did before. There we go. Let's keep cleaning. Now, you can varnish models before you put anything like this on, and it does, then it can really stay like true to the tone underneath. Because like how I do my white scars, I use black oil wash, but I varnish them, and I use pure white for them. So like there ain't any discoloration after you do a varnish on them. But I kind of want this grungy, you know, Nurgle look. And then obviously when your Q-tip starts looking like this, I would swap sides, but because I'm not wearing a brush, I'm just gonna bin this one because I don't want white spirits and enamel paint all over my hand. There we go. Oh. So essentially the enamel reactivates the streaking grime and turns it back into paint, and you sort of mop it up. But the parts where it doesn't get in the recesses stays there. So it's a real simple technique. Like I use it on a few things, some things I don't, some things I use a more traditional method. But for things like this to do up, you know, within what, I've only been streaming like an hour or so, and this guy's be done very soon. Good thing I got 2 more to paint up. Now, because we are using Q-tips, you really want to make sure you don't leave a lot of like little hairs everywhere. So yeah, getting there now. Just gonna do all those tentacles. So I think I was not looking forward to it. Alright. Let's get these tentacles done. Alright. Just remove it all. This is probably maybe the one downfall of this technique is all of these hair tentacles. We are. There we go. Getting that. It's looking very gross at the moment. It's gonna vibrant up, so all the cream areas are gonna essentially get real vibrant, like a purpley, reddy color. Good to hear the beats back. The beats never went anywhere. So apparently, even though with audio mixer, it only had desktop audio and mic audio. I had OBS now for some reason activates the audio in sources and not even in the audio panel. So I had this webcam's audio going, this webcam's audio going, this camera going. So I had like 4 other audios going, but they couldn't even see me in my audio mixer. So that's why the audio sounded not good. Let's keep cleaning these pedicles. Technology, yeah, I know, right? And apparently it was just in one of the updates that OBS had when, you know, I was living my life not streaming. So yeah, painting up a big old beast and Nurgle. Getting there. Yeah. Cleaning these head tentacles is definitely the worst part of this project so far. Oh, here's some very, if you're not into enamels or anything like that, you can actually rub too hard and the paint can come off to your primer. But that's not going to be a worry for us. I can go in and fix that very easily. Because obviously I'm too impatient with these head things and stuff like that happens. Well, I think that's all that done. Let's move on to actual painting, not just getting paint off. So the next thing we're using is a Volupus Pink contrast. So now on a lot of all that cream, or the off-white we painted, we're now going to go in with this. And it's going to look real gross. And if you find like what's happening now is it's not sticking, it's pooling. It just means that the white spirits hasn't fully dried off there yet. But obviously because I'm doing a stream, I am rushing. No, not rushing, just not giving everything the, you know, required time to dry. I should actually just get my hair dryer here and that'll dry it very quickly. What are you doing sending me snaps? Send me a picture there, Shatsu, of you, of little bub. Low-key adorable. Everyone's sending me pictures now. That's so good. Ironically, I need to go get my hairdryer to dry this model. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Needed big old hairdryer. Alright, I might just mute the mic for a second. Give me one. And we're back. There we go. Now back to our Volupus pink. Whoop. And then see there, it doesn't come off anymore. Oh, well, it's just the white spirits drying. And then so, if you notice why we obviously went with these with the off-white. All that streaking going kind of mutes it in back with that green. So now we can go over it and there's not that stark blend between the green and then the off-white. Now it's sort of grimy just like the rest of it. What? Yeah.
So now that we've got all the streaking grime in the recesses, you can see that little white line that we did in there now sort of shows a little bit prominently. So then when we put the contrast on, it looks real nice, gross, and sort of like a dirty, fleshy wound. So for instance there, we did white lines in the cuts. So we get below this pink. And just sort of like that, it's real gross. There we go. Starts looking real disgusting real quickly. There we are. Awesome. Get it. This is a commission job. I've got 3 of these guys to do. I've got 3 of these guys. So and I was gonna actually paint all 3 at the same time today, but I thought that might be a bit boring watching me paint the same exact model 3 times at the same time. So I'm just going to do this one. I've got these and I've got 12 custodies I've got to do. And that's my work for the week. But these are only what I'd call what's called a... Yeah, all 3 will be the same. Yeah.
Do they have variations? Yeah, they all got like different like heads and shit on them. Like, I don't know if you can really see this guy's like got like doesn't have the teeth. He's got more like ruptures of stomach and shit. And this guy's got like I think one eye. Like they look slightly different, but yeah. But I'll probably do this one up and then, depending on the time, start the other ones. Oh, yeah, I might finish this one up and then stream painting the other two at the same time. Who knows? Because what, I only started streaming how long ago? Oh. I've only been going an hour and 30 minutes, and this guy's getting close to done. And painting two of these at the same time, honestly, probably will only add 20 minutes. No, the teeth ain't gonna be red. They're all gonna be black. So you can paint over things once you paint them. I just don't want to have to try and get behind them and, you know, be really neat. Nah, ain't about that. Need one of them dentist mirror things. Oh, what, like, you know, they... Yeah, nah. Nothing more important than oral hygiene. Ugh. Yeah, I know, right? Look at this guy. Blah. Yeah. I'm sure plague marines really brush their teeth. He doesn't have a toothbrush. Sorry. The habit of me just moving and angling the model any way I want. It's hard to break. There he is. Only the faith a mother could love. Well, grandfather. Grandfather Nurgle. All right. It's not pretty. There we go. Just gotta go get all these little balls up here, then next to the hair tentacles. Alrighty. You can do mod view from your phone now? What's mod view? Alright, let me just clean this brush. And let's try and patch this bit of color that got scraped off. Oh, nice. Changed it. Oh, yeah. Where's my sub? Mr. Moderator? I want my prime sub. Nah, I'm joking. So essentially, obviously if you do ever try and use enamels and you accidentally rub any paint off, just go sort of very thinly and you can sort of patch it over and then go over with some more enamel and try again. I'm not going to be too bothered about this because I'm going to be going over this with the ready color, but do be careful and wait for it all to dry. Otherwise, if you keep going over the same area when it's wet, it's actually going to pull more paint off and it's not going to fix the way you want. Now obviously that is way too bright, but that's because it doesn't have any enamel on it that we used previously. So I'm going to give this a nice little blow dry with my blow dryer just to dry it, and I'll be talking in a sec.
Warmaster has been selected to conquer the galaxy.
I was only joking, brother. I was only joking, brother. But thank you. Doesn't that mean you can watch like ad-free and stuff now? How does that stuff all work? I haven't used mine, so. Brother! Essentially. That's such a cop-out. Man. There we go. Patch it up as much as you can. And then a Q-tip in the white spirit. And just now it's not going to be perfectly perfect, but it's going to be better than having no paint there because I'm going to go over it. I would just airbrush it back on, but very lazy. So I'm just going to dry this and then we're going to hit it with Volopus Pink. That airbrush is getting a workout today. Hairbrush. No, wait. Hair dryer, not hairbrush. What am I talking about? Alrighty. Next, Volupus pink this up. Come on. Focus auto camera. There we go. There we go. Painting any model planes soon? Why? Am I missing something here? Oh, you mean Dad? No. He wanted to borrow my airbrush. But then I'm like, yeah, you can have it for a day or two, but... No, he wants to use my airbrush, but then... what is it? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, sure. You can pick it up today, and you know, I'll pick it up tomorrow. And it's just like, oh, I need it for more than a day. And I'm like, well, I kind of use it for my job. I need it for more than a day. And he's like, oh, I thought you had more than one. I'm like, no. Because he asked me what one I had. I'm like, yeah, I got this one. He's like, yeah, can I borrow it? I'm like, yeah, but I'll need it back. Bleh. Did the classic told me and not you thing? I don't know. You know, believe it or not, painting tentacles is... I do not like it. And surprisingly enough, this... When am I painting the Helldivers? When I actually Build them? I haven't built them yet. I'm excited to. If I get this order done and then I don't have an order for a while, I will. I've just been smashing out commissions left, right, and center, so. Ooh. I meant to paint there. Alright, time to go to a small brush. Okay. Have I got everything? No. Alright, now I do know it looks very two-toned right now, like it's very the red and that, but I will break it up, so don't you worry. Have little faith. Alright. Let's do all the black parts, so the nails and the teeth and all the spines and all that jazz. That's simple. We're just going to be using Vallejo model color. You guessed it, black. Sorry, I'll get my hair out of the way. My head. Move the light a bit closer. It's getting a bit dark. There we go. And now let's do the horns. Sorry, that's I shouldn't swear on stream, even under my breath. You know what that means? Gifted subs. What? No, I'm joking. Yeah, it was a joke. It was I swore under my breath. I do remember those days of being, you know, back when I used to play games on here. Those were the times. COVID, hell of a time. Now it's all about the models of the plastic kind. There we go. Everyone else do his teeth. His actual teeth, not the ones on his stomach. Because believe it or not, he's got little stubs. Yummo. We're getting there. Ba-da-ba-da-boo. Oh, you gotta get a cat camera for Zelda. Oh man. That's so funny. It's gonna let her roam. Where she goes at night. Need to get a night proof ones. Night proof. Night proof. I mean, what are they called? Night vision. Yo, give me them night proof stuff. Oh, sorry. Awesome. Let's go back to Volupus Pink just to make sure I didn't miss any. I saw I did do so. I miss these in here. No, I missed a bit there. he's getting there. So what I need to do now is his eyes, actually. Let's now this is where my memory fails me, because I did a great unclean one for this guy, and I remember the whole painting scheme, but I can't remember how I did the eyes. So bear with me 1 second. I just need to have a look and find it. Yeah, if you're ever in the commission painting game, I tell you right now, write shit down or take photos. Once again, there's me swearing again. Where is it? Note to self. Take better photos. I'm pretty sure I would have done it exactly the same as the normal one, so let's have a look. I would have done orangey yellow. Alright, so let's make it orangey yellow. I'm gonna start with some corn red. I know. Would do an actual painting on this model? I know, right? They didn't pay me enough money for that. And we're also gonna go some flash skits yellow. I'm actually gonna get a real brush, not this silly one. Where are you? Ooh. Whipping out the big boy. The old Winsor & Newton Series 7. That's a $50 brush. That's a $50 brush. Alright. Sorry, keep putting my head in the way. I need a bit more paint on this palette. There we go. The dread staying red. And I'm gonna do some work on them. I'm gonna brighten them up a bit and then darken them up a bit. That's just what they look like at the moment.
Hello.
There we go. Let's make that a bit closer so you can actually see the eyes. The blue. All right, and now some more airbrush time. So I gotta about the box. The box. The box. Just gonna plug the air compressor in 1 second. Sorry, not plug it in, I mean turn it on. Yep, and now we're going to be doing black on the tips of the tentacles, the hairs, I guess.
The box. The box. Sorry. Why is it going white and then... I just gotta give this a big flush. 1 second. It's kind of... There we go. Interesting. Now it's black. There we go. Now I can get rid of the box. Alrighty, now let's start working on this base. Alright, so this is... Yeah, come on. I think I just might need to do one thing, hold on. I might just need to turn the brightness up just to... Is that better, or that just makes it look flatter? Yeah, hold on. Nope. It's a little bit less bright. No. Yeah, does that look good, or is it too? No. It's too saturated. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay, cool.
Might not be on tonight, just because I am painting. And I assume I've got to do dinner and, you know, spend time with the missus. If I hop on, I hop on. Alright, forgive me, wet palette. Do I have something else I can use? Nah, just gotta do it. Let's water this down. Alright. Yo, Ma, you ever heard of someone painting dirt? That's some good looking dirt, mud even. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Sometimes the sad part about doing commission models is I don't get to decide what the base looks like. Now, how I would normally do this is I would, instead of using water to mix down this paint, I would actually use isopropyl alcohol, because it actually, alcohol has, what is the word I'm looking for? Less surface tension than water. Do you know how, like, if you fill a cup up with water, it can like bubble over the top before it spills out? No, it's straight liquor, not drinkable. So isopropyl, yeah, and the surface area is less. So if, say, like, I'd mix it with a blob of paint and then I just plop it down like this, but it'll just stay there. But if that's mixed with alcohol, it'll actually run into all the cracks and crevices and just sink in. So I actually use that to paint, like, and if anyone's got sand or anything, because Like, it's so much easier, but I don't know what glue this guy used for his base and everything, and I just gotta do it the old school way. Painstakingly labor intensive. I say that as if I haven't, as if I've done anything intense on this model. This is very simple painting. Need more paint on my palette. Where's you'll do. Now don't mess up my paint job. Awesome. Just a little bit more. Sad we missed Ark. Oh, me too, man. I really wanted to go, but is what it is. It's alright. There's always next year, and me, you, Seb, and Bo will go, and we will Hopefully my channel will have a little bit more weight to throw around and, you know. Instead of, yo, that guy that hasn't put out a video in 3 months. Alright. That's done. Let's whip out the hairdryer. What should happen in it as a disco break? Drunk teachers, yeah. Alright, it's gotta use the hairdryer. Quick disco break. Disco break is over. Alright. Part of me really wants to go in a brighter pink and flesh up those fleshy bits, but no, this is a $30 model, so I can't be doing anything more than I have. Where is Shatsu sending me Snapchats midstream? Very, very funny. Is that Wraithbone? No, that's your Shady Bone. Your Shady Bone. Where is my Wraithbone? Did I use it yesterday? 1 second. I got it, guys. I got the Wraith Moon. Brush I use for this. Awesome. So we get some of that Wraithbone. Get some paper tool. And just get rid of it all. Don't want any. Oh no. Oh no. That Wraithbone not good. That was the one I mixed to airbrushing. 1 second. Let's look in the tub of shame. It. That'll have to do. Oh, it's much nicer. I have a lot of tubs of shame, alright? How about the tub of shut the hell up? Yeah, there are a lot of tubs. Alrighty. Now, before we put the sexy black rim, I see just a little bit I've missed. Oh, don't you be coming in here with the Bavarian. Don't you be coming in with the Bavarian chocolate. Do you know who that was? He's the king of Bavaria. He's got the chocolate. Nah, I'm currently on Aldi chocolate choc chip at the moment, and it's quite good. I've been having it in iced mochas, and ooh, delish. Alright, before I put the sexy black rim, let's go in. No, this guy deserves it. He's paying, you know. But let's Nurgle rot this guy up. Big verb. Ironically, Nurgle is the exact same color as what I painted him, but it's alright. You kind of want to get big blobs. And then we can go in here. So you can kind of move it around. And now I kind of want to make him kind of slimy underneath, so... So yeah, this makes him look sort of real wet and disgusting. And now it's gonna make it real great is we start doing like droplets of where he's lifted up. It starts walking. Glob. Glob, glob, glob on there. There we go. Oh, gross. Blah. And that paint is actually a technical paint. It's sort of almost like a resin, so it's actually gonna hard dry, glossy, and like sort of see-through like a resin is. So yeah, it's gonna sort of like you've just been sliming along. Oh, just a little bit more ooze up here, yeah. There we go. And now we got one final thing to do in this dude, which is clean up the base rim. Where is it? There you are. Forgive this color thing going on. I just don't want paint when I put him down on my little mat. go. What? So I can get rid of this now. Let me just get something to stick him in. Ah, there we go. Oh, nope. I just hold him. So there we go. There is our Beast of Nurgle done. And only took, what, 3 hours from start to finish. It's not too bad, but we did a lot of messing around though, a lot of waiting to dry and everything. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching this. I'm actually going to go have some dinner because it's about 6:18 here, so in Australia. And Shadsu, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Yeah! Hope you enjoy watching Warpster Warmaster ad free now. So yeah, I will be also on tomorrow. I'll be on from tomorrow morning. So thank you all again for watching, and this has been a Beast of Nurgle, and I'll see you all next time.